everybody, I am Cyril de Remo, and this, my friends, is Happy Time. You and I, we're the same. So where do I want to go with this? Okay. This is going to be about spirituality or religion or yeah, kind of that type of discussion. So, okay, here we go. I was raised Catholic, and until 2022 I believed in that religion, and then I did that trip around the world for 1 year, and so this was eye-opening for me because, okay, you arrive in Brazil where, for example, there's a mix of African religion mixed with Christianism. And then you arrive in, let's say, in Guatemala or in Panama, where they do sacrifices of animals for the crop to be good next year. And then you arrive in Indonesia, where they're a Muslim country and they pray 6 times a day, and they believe strongly in their religion. And then you arrive in India, and in India they have so many gods, and one of them is Ganesh, and they have like a elephant head. And then you come back home and you say, shoot, why do I believe in what I do? Is it just because I was raised that way? What is the truth? Who's right? Nobody's right, but why every country has its own interpretation? So from that day, I kind of stopped believing in God and Christianity. So, but I knew there was something spiritual that was to be searched, and so I was being attracted to nature. So the fact that nature was touching us, I kind of look back at the religions where nature was so important as something that would work for me. For example, Mother Earth and the sun and the power of the air, etc. And that spoke to me, but I never put it together very like in something that I could grasp. Have you ever seen the little bowl of glass where it's full of water and there's a little bit of air in it, and it's completely closed, right? It's made of glass. It's transparent, and inside you have a couple of shrimps, like 3 little tiny shrimps, and then you have also a little bit of that algae. And what happens? It's their own ecosystem. What happens is the little shrimp is going to take some oxygen from the air, from the water, and then eat some of the algae. And then, of course, he'll exhale CO2 and poop. And the algae is going to go over the poop and live off of the poop and the CO2 that the shrimp gave. And in return, he's going to grow and feed the shrimp and exhale oxygen. And the oxygen is going to be taken by the shrimp. Basically, this little bowl is a closed environment, a closed ecosystem on itself. And this is so speaking to me. To me, I think the whole Earth is totally like that, and we forgot us as humans to see like this. And you've probably seen the movie Avatar, where I love this. Is where when the guy goes on the horse, they connect their hair together and they speak together, and they can connect themselves to Earth, to the tree of life. And the idea is that everybody's interconnected, and I think it's this way with energy in Earth. I'm basically made of energy, the tree is made of energy, and we're all working together for the same goal. We're exchanging things. We're exchanging energy. When I die, then my energy is going to go in some different ways in other living form. And basically the whole Earth is just one living entity. And we have to look at that's how I look at it now, is everybody else that I see is not really a different person. It's really a cell of a bigger living thing. And some people call it God, but what I think is really living matter. The whole living matter is just one. So it's funny that I've been looking at that differently since the last couple of days, last weeks, and now when I look at a person, I say, well, we're the same. You and I, we're the same. We can have brother. You're my brother. So I mean, when you start looking that way, you look at everybody else in the world like totally differently. Not somebody else, but kind of part of your own persona. It's funny. So it's kind of weird. I just wanted to share that with you. Aloha.